now let's move on to the second. The second matchup, I think, is really, really interesting because the Seattle Seahawks face the Los Angeles Rams. And the Seahawks, they were off to a hot start. Russell Wilson looked like the MVP, but he's cooled off a bit. They still have won games, but he hasn't had as many rushing yards. He hasn't razzle-dazzled or escaped the pocket as much as we've seen Russell Wilson do. He's done it, but you know what I mean? His play has kind of went down. You've seen him struggle. That game against the Giants, there's so much pressure and he just couldn't find the open man or just make that extra play or make that extra effort to escape a tackle. And he struggled, but playoff Russ is a different story. Russell Wilson has excelled in the playoffs. Obviously, he's only had the one Super Bowl win. Potentially could have been two, but we all know what happened against the Patriots. That's history. It is what it is. They won the championship. But now Russell Wilson has, I would say, the closest related team to the Legion of Boom on the defensive end. So their defense is a threat. They will make you work. They will make you uncomfortable. And you're going to make mistakes against this defense. But just like any other team, there are games where they look dominant. And there are games where it's just not right. They're just not there. And DK Metcalf has looked like Megatron 2.0. And he's had an amazing season based off his rookie season, he's having another sophomore season that's really amazing. So, Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, and the defense. Tyler Lockett, too. Tyler Lockett is still another deep threat weapon on that offense. So the Seahawks, they ain't playing around, but they got to face the Los Angeles Rams. Jared Goff's status is in question, so it has yet to be determined if he's going to play. He injured his thumb on his throwing hand. It's been a little bit over 10 days, but they haven't put in the report yet if he's going to play or not. So if he starts, it just mainly depends on how effective he will be. But if he can't go, then they have to go with backup quarterback, John Wolford. And Wolford looked pretty good in his NFL debut with their season on the line and facing a hot Arizona Cardinals offense with Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. And LA's defense came in when it mattered most. They came in and put the clamps on Kyler Murray and ended their season. A lot of people didn't even predict the Cardinals to make the playoffs, but they were one game away from securing a spot. And the game was really close. They had a chance all game, but they just couldn't get there. The score was 18-7. An 11-point game, but they just couldn't get going. It's unfortunate, but the Rams deserve to be there. And Wolford had a good game for 231 yards, 56 rushing, and one interception. I would say that's a pretty good game. And because of that, if Goff is not able to play, then Wolford has to face that elite defense in Seattle. And I think they're going to make it a long afternoon for him. I think he may struggle. He's going to have to work for it. But if Goff plays in, it's hard to tell which quarterback you would prefer. But basing off of one game and Jared Goff, he's led the team to a Super Bowl. Obviously, they didn't win that Super Bowl, but he's capable. He is capable, but this team does not have Todd Gurley anymore. So it's yet to be determined the expectations you can put on this Los Angeles Rams team. And with that in mind, I believe the final score of this game will be Seattle 21, Rams 17. It's going to be a battle of the defenses, but I just believe Seattle is going to pull it out, and Russell Wilson will help this team advance.